am delighted to thank Citibank and GSMA for bringing together the public and private sectors to promote mobile money networks. Without the commitment and insight of everyone here, none of this would have been possible. Today, more than 4.6 billion people, nearly 70% of the world's population, have access to cell phones. But the majority are still excluded from traditional banks. What you are discussing over the next 2 days is how we can bridge that gap by connecting the network of cell phones with the dynamism of economic access. It's a powerful concept when you look at the promise of technology to change our world. Extending financial and social inclusion to those who have been left on the margins is a cause that President Obama and I strongly believe in. The mobile phone, already in the hands of so many poor and so many unbanked, has the potential to transform financial systems into conduits for economic empowerment. When we work together, share ideas, and collaborate on common challenges, there is no limit to what we can achieve together.
We have so many countries that do not have access to trade, not access to water, and such differences in terms of income per capita, in terms of development. And so the hope is that initiatives in Africa will in fact bring about a pan-African development strategy that will be useful. Now, what's all this got to do with banking? A hell of a lot to do with banking, because what we see is that the issue of bank credit and the issue of empowering people so that it can get to an individual level is the way in which so many of the countries in the world develop. How is it that mobile banking can become a legitimate part of your financial structure? This is a chance to shortcut the whole issue of banking, to use the technology that exists already to create an understanding, to create an educated force of people throughout the country who start to think about transaction services, who start to think about saving, who start to think about insurance, and it's as close as their mobile phone.
Over 2.5 billion people in the world have been absolutely left out of the global banking system, and 1 billion of them have a mobile phone. We're here because we want, as a group, to accelerate the adoption of best practice in mobile finance and commerce, because we believe it represents an attractive development tool, an historic opportunity to enable and more fully include the low-income and unbanked populations in society, and also, for some of you here, because it represents a attractive commercial proposition. Africa, and what we do here today, and what Africa does in the future, will ultimately impact the foundation of how the world thinks about mobile telephony, mobile finance, mobile commerce, and fundamentally a landscape paradigm change in the global financial services industry.
Central Bank of Kenya has become a nice platform for the central banks in the region to come and see how is the mobile phone working and how is it different from yours. How did you succeed and we are not succeeding in this area? The poor may have no voice in saying, I want it this way. But if you go out there and program it the way they are going to take it, it's going to be easy. And for us, we'll be left to analyze where is the development agenda taking us.